Hi everyone, I'm Deanne from Newfoundland, Canada. Welcome to my FlossTube channel, Stitching on the Rock. We are at episode 55. It is July 3rd, so happy belated Canada Day to my fellow Canadians and happy early Independence Day to my American watchers. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get back to a video. Life in the last 3 weeks or so has been crazy. Short life update now, longer one at the end of the video because I know a lot of people aren't interested in that, but for those of you who are, I will go into more details later. We had a heat wave. We got up to 31 one day, which I think is the low 90s Fahrenheit. It lasted one day. It's been okay since. We had humongous rain yesterday. We were on vacation for 6 days. For those of you who don't know, we got back on the 30th. The grass in my backyard is up to my knees. I don't know when I'm going to get out at it because it's soaking wet right now. What else? Quickly. Aaron finished school on the 20th, I believe it was. It was Thursday. 78.5 average overall, and an award for getting over 90 in biology. For those of you who have been tuning in for a while, you know that biology has been a big deal this year, which was great. And like I said, we went to Toronto for 6 days, and I'll talk all about that at the end. Very short video. Here are my notes for today. One calculation of how many stitches I did on a whip. I've got a couple of FOs that I finished before we went on vacation. So I finished Sheep Jar by Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting. I'll put her blog down below. She's got Melissa. She's got lots of amazing free charts. Did I make some changes? Yes, I did. There was a pair of shears right here that I took out, and the color that are the brownish color that's in the sheep called for 840. I couldn't find it when I stitched it, so I think I used 839. I think that's everything that I changed. And the other one is my third house from the PNP 6 Houses 2024 sale. I think I got that right, but I always put it down below. So you had to stitch 6 houses from Pinker and Pumpkin's 35 or 36 houses she has. And so the third one I did was Spring Green House. It's done on, this is done on a 28 count unknown gray. This is done on 28 count Monaco that I just slightly dipped in spring green dye, Rit dye. I think if you look at, like, that's white and you can kind of see the green there. I left out, there's a quilt kind of motif down at the bottom of the house. I left that out, and I think there's a crow or something on each vine, and I left those out. And I think that's the only changes I made. So there's that one. So I have to start the fourth one this month. I have a list. Oh, actually, I have my notebook here in front of me. I can tell you which one I'm doing next. I wrote down all the houses I could find, and then I went through and marked off 6. Yeah, so the next one I'm doing is Susan's Summer Salt Box. I'll find a picture and I'll stick it up here of what that looks like. I'm pretty sure it's red. I think, maybe. And then when we were going away, I was trying to decide what to take with me. I decided on the Canada flag, Quaker Canada flag for that sal. Because I was only doing one color, easy. I stitched it on the plane to Toronto, and I didn't pick it up after, and that was my calculation. I got a whopping 134 stitches into it, and I'm at 7.45%. Sorry about my bracelets keep banging off the table. Oh, and for those of you who have been around for a while, you may notice I'm not in my craft room. I'm in my dining room. My craft room is a total disaster. Yeah. So, and get my thread and the needle out of the way, and the needle. here's where. So I am, no. Oh yeah, yep, that's the top of the points. I'm trying to like, it doesn't look right. No, it's not right. Oh, it is right. Yes, it is right. Sorry, that is right because the gray is gonna hit here, right? So yeah, I worked on this motif and I got very little done. The outline started, and I did notice that there is a mistake. If you can see, there are 3 stitches right here. The middle one is not supposed to be there, so I have to do a little bit of frogging. But yeah, not much at all. And that's just, oh well, no, I was going to say that is the stitching I've got done, but I have one more. I guess technically this is supposed to be a secret stitch. I signed up for an exchange. I don't get my name of who it's going to until the 1st of August, so I'm going to show you. Yesterday I sat down and purchased Hello Summer by Erin Elizabeth, which I absolutely love, and it will be stitched a second time. Probably only maybe the second thing I will stitch twice. Actually, I have a couple of things that I want to stitch twice because I've given them away and I want them for myself. So I don't even know if I've actually stitched something the second time, but I have like 4 things I want to stitch the second time. This will be one of them. So it will be added to my list for next year, but I'm stitching it this year. So I only just kind of got started. So I've got the sun done and I'm working on the sail. And I'm stitching it 2/2 on the called for threads, and I'm stitching it on chope even weave. I never told you the flag. See, I'm so out of practice. This is done 1/1 on 28 count white even weave using sulky threads. I just love the color, the coverage, and the color of the sulky. Okay, back to Hello Summer. I'll get back into the swing of it for the next video. And I didn't even welcome anyone who's new. I know that I had one person say that they joined me from Darlene Dion's videos. I had a shout out from, is it Ladybug Stitch? I can't even remember. Sorry, I will find that out for next. But thank you for shouting me out if you did. And thank you for joining me if you came from that shout out. Sorry. So here we are. This is what I have done. Just the sun, and I'm working on the sail, and I did that last night. It is so nice to stitch and so quick. Oh, and I started on the H for hello right here. That is all my stitching I've done in the last 3 weeks, which is not very much at all. So while I was in Toronto or Mississauga area, I went to Gita's. I got a gift certificate for Mother's Day or my birthday. My birthday was on Saturday, Mother's Day was on Sunday, so I got it for one of them. And we went, and oh my goodness, I was just overwhelmed with all the stuff because I haven't been to an LNS in brick and mortar probably 18 years, 19 years. The ladies were lovely. Thank you so much if you happen to see this. I emailed them yesterday and said thank you. They were so sweet to Erin. For those of you who don't know, my son has autism and ADHD, and sitting still and that is difficult for him. And anything that moves, anything that goes up and down, anything that's mechanical is one of his big obsessions. And they had these sliding things with the specialty threads, so they were almost like barn doors, you know, so they slid. Oh well, I love them. Now my sister went with us on the trip, so she was there as well, keeping an eye on them, but she found a couple of chairs in one of the spots in the store and sat down, and one of the ladies, and I'm sorry, I don't know which is which, sat down with them and had a grand chat with them while the other lady helped me find some stuff. Now, they have tons of stuff, but I had things in my head that I wanted, and I was a little disappointed that I couldn't get any of the patterns that were in my head that I wanted. But now I said, when you go home, email us and we can order them in for you, which was great. And I did that yesterday, but I kind of wanted to have them to show you guys. But I will show you what I bought, which was not a ton, because like I said, the patterns, I could have bought like half a dozen patterns, but they didn't have them there. I did buy some threads, and I did buy some fabric, and I did buy one pattern. And that's an older pattern, but that's it. So let's start with the threads. So I picked up 4, and I have the pattern, so I got everything 4. Here. Except one, which I'll post up a picture of. I thought I took it up, but for Blackbird Designs, 'Tis the Season, I wanted a really nice color for the cardinal, so I got Threadworks Silk. It's 1089. Oh, sorry. Let's try that. 1089, and I thought it would be a lovely cardinal. Oh, I'm getting a glare from on the pattern, but I'm sure you guys all know that pattern. I thought that would be lovely for the cardinal. I haven't decided about the other colors yet. I may order some more of these, or I may just go through my stash for the green. And then I got for October 31st from Cottage Garden Samplings, I got the 2 called for Gentle Arts. I got what are they? Tin Bucket and Raven are the 2 color specialty threads called for that one. And for a pattern that I ordered yesterday, which is the 4th one I'm doing in that series, It's Snow Time. The only one that called for was chalk, so I got that one. And then the rest I got was fabric and one, like I said, one pattern. So I got for 'Tis the Season, I got 32 count stone gray. So I think that's gonna look lovely in that. And I am on my list for next year. You will see a couple extra ones here now. I have Plum Street's Always Remember. Now I have to Canadianify it, which means removing the eagles and the American flag and trying to create a Canadian flag. I'm just going to put more poppies where the eagles are. And I have a couple of friends that are designers, and if any of them are watching, it says, "We will always remember." I'd like to change that to "In Flanders Fields," but I'm not. I may sit down with graph paper and see if I can figure it out, or go looking for a free font that I can substitute and just put the letters in. But if anyone wants to help me, I'll appreciate the effort. And for this, I got 36 count Edinburgh linen. Oh, she didn't put the color down. Oh, well, it's, color number 7094. I guess maybe it doesn't have a color name, but it's, that. So it's called for eucalyptus, but I think that will look really nice with all the pinks. And then the last piece of fabric I got, and this is the one I don't have the pattern for, but I'll insert it, is for my restart on Heaven and Earth Designs Quick Stitch Anne of Green Gables by Amy Stewart, which I know I think I've started it twice before, and now I'm going to start. So it's done on 28 count Lugana. I'm going to do it 1/1, and it just has a number 309, which to me is just a not ivory kind of. It's not their taupe, because this is taupe. It's pretty close to it, but it's a little, well, it actually looks really close to it. Just maybe a little tiny bit lighter. That, and then the one and only pattern I got was Erica Michaels Stitch All the Things, which has been on my list for a while, and I don't get around to buying them. But I have my first strawberry stitched, and I haven't put it together yet, but I actually think I might do it both ways. I really love this one. And that was my purchases from Gita's. And that is all the stitching stuff. So if you are just here for the stitching, thank you for joining me. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks with hopefully more progress on my widths to show you. Anyone who wants to stick around for my life update, it's not going to be that long and nothing serious. Like I said, the last week or so of school with Aaron, it was just getting him through his final evaluations of tests and French interview and English. What did they do? They had to do something on the novel they were reading. They were all doing independent novels, and like I said, he came out with a 78.5 average, which is great. 80 would have been a little bit better, but Mom's picky on that. His marks range from 66 in math, I think it would, which disappointed me because I know he knew his math, and my sister comes practically every day during the school year and spends time with him on math. To 94, I think it was, in his career course, which is a pretty easy course. He got 90 in biology, like I said, 80 something in 83 or 4 in French, 72 in social studies, and 67 in English. And see, the 66 in math I'm disappointed in, and the 67 in English I'm thrilled with. So, you know, because I know his strengths and his weaknesses. So we were getting him through that. The last week of school. Well, yeah, the last week of school, the second last week of school, they finished everything on Thursday. Friday was a PD day for the teachers to get the reports cards done. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, they were doing nothing in school, so Aaron stayed home and he went back on Thursday to get his report card. Why they didn't finish on, like, Monday, I don't know. But that's it. And then, like I said, we had our heat wave of one day, and on that day, my brother-in-law came with what I thought was going to be the supplies to fix the ceiling in my bedroom, because about a year and a half ago, my bedroom ceiling leaked once. We had one storm, whatever the way the wind was blowing and the rain was falling, it leaked, and I had like a 3 foot by 4 foot spot on my bedroom ceiling that was destroyed. And on the hottest day of the year, a week before we were going on vacation, my brother-in-law came with what I thought were the supplies to do it while we were gone. No, he started that day. So he had to cut the ceiling out, he had to replace the gyprock, he had to plaster, he had to sand. So everything that was in my room besides my dresser and my bed went into my craft room. And that's why I didn't get to cross stitch, because I couldn't get in the room. And then I had to think about packing for vacation. Oh. Anyway, he fixed it all, and I really appreciate the fact that he fixed it all, but I was hoping he'd wait a week later and do it while we were gone. And so then we packed up and we left on the 25th to go to Toronto, my sister Erin and I. We were there until the 30th. No, yeah, that's 5 days we were there. Not counting, I guess, the day. 5 days total, because we had part of the day that we flew in and part of the day that we flew out. We took, I would say, over 50,000 steps, because we stayed in a hotel in Mississauga, which is near the airport. If you know Toronto. And so we, every day, or almost every day, we got the hotel shuttle bus to the airport, got on the train that took you downtown, spent the day downtown, got the train back to the airport, got the shuttle back to the hotel. Except for the one day when we went to Gita's and we went shopping at the mall. And then the last day, Saturday, we were going to go to Niagara Falls, but it poured rain in Niagara Falls. It was thunderstorm, so we went shopping again to another mall. Oh my God, the malls up there are huge. The two we went to, we went to three actually, because one day we were downtown. We went to the Eaton Center, and I'd say we saw a quarter of it. And then another day we went to Square One Mall in Mississauga, and we walked the whole length of that, and oh my God. I felt pain in muscles I didn't even know I had. And then the day we went to the ball game, which was Friday, the Blue Jays won the day before, they won the day after, they lost the day we were there. We went downtown in the morning. We did a bunch of stuff downtown, and we left at like 9:40 in the morning, and we got back at 12:30 at night to the hotel. So it was go, go, go. It was great. It was fun. Aaron was pretty good. My child is not shy. He made friends with the pilots of every plane we flew on, because we had direct flight up, but back we had a stopover in Halifax for a couple hours, and met every pilot. Had a chat with all of them, the crew on the planes, a crew that was waiting to get their ride to the hotel they were staying in the night that we came back from the ball game. We were waiting for our hotel shuttle. A crew came along, and where they get picked up was right next to where we were waiting. He chatted away with the pilots and said hello to one of the crew by name, because he saw her little name tag on her chest. Something that we were too tired, my sister and I were too tired to even notice. Every Uber driver we had, every shuttle driver we had from the hotel, he knew them all. The front desk workers at the hotel, he was friends with all of them, which is great. I'm glad he's not shy, but there are times when he's going to learn that, okay, when we're on row 10 of the airplane and we have 20 rows of people behind us waiting to get on the plane, it's not time to stop and have a conversation with the pilot. But he did great. Before we left, the Saturday before we left, he went to baseball. Once again, if you're new here, he takes part in Challenger Baseball, which is sponsored by the Jays Cares Foundation, which is the charitable arm of the Toronto Blue Jays. The coordinator said, have you contacted Jays Cares? And I said, no. I said, I never even thought about that. And she said, I'll send them an email tomorrow and I'll get back to you. So she came back to me 2 or 3 days later and said, Alex, who is a member of the Jays Cares group, is going to meet you at the ball game. She'll send you an email and you can work out where. Alex, I thought it was a guy, but no, it's a good thing she said she. So we emailed back and forth that day of the game, and she met us at the gate that we went in through, and she took us around Rogers Center and took us down near the field where we could get some pictures taken with the field in the background, helped us find where we were going to eat, helped us find our seats, and she gave Aaron one of those soft little drawstring knapsacks. And I knew it was full of stuff because it was heavier. And so when we got back to the hotel, we opened it up, and there were 2 little soft, like squishy baseball-shaped balls with Jays Cares on them. There was a water bottle. There was a baseball hat. There was a hoodie. There was a long-sleeve shirt. I think that was it. Now, the shirt and the hoodie are too big for Aaron, but he will grow into them. And that was amazing. And then while we were walking around the stadium, there's a spot where they do the pre-game show, like on TV. And I didn't realize it's open to the people walking by, and you can stand up there and watch them there. But one of the announcers, Jamie Campbell, was there at the desk, which is back from where you walk by, and it's roped off. You can't actually go in where he is. And Aaron was like, oh, he wanted to talk to him, but he was at the desk working and that, and then we're like, no, Aaron, we can't. So we went on, walked around a bit more, and then when we came back, he was out by the rope talking to someone, and Aaron stopped. And when he was done talking to the gentleman, he came over and talked to Aaron, and we got a picture taken with him, and Aaron, that was the highlight of the game for Aaron. Yeah, and like, we had a great time. Like I said, tired every day, exhausted, so no stitching done, but that's it. So I'm gonna put in like a few extra pictures now at the end so you can see a bit of what we did. And that we did the CN Tower, we did the aquarium, we rode the subway, we rode a bus, we rode the train, we, you know, everything that I think Aaron had on his wish list we did. I got to go to the stitching shop, so I guess it was something, and ball game, so I guess I got to do everything that was on my list. I don't know what was on my sister's list. I don't know if she had any list. Anyway, I guess that will be it. Very short today, and I'll be back in 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully with a longer video. Have a great day. Happy stitching. Bye.